the last game just finished in this fourth round of Grand Prix, and Fabiana Caruana managed to win against Boris Gelfand. Game was very complicated. I think like we were very close to the draw. Where do you think was some mistakes? Or maybe we start from the opening. What was there?
Well, yeah, I mean, the opening was a bit unusual. 94 isn't the main move, but it's a possible one, of course. And yeah, I'm not sure if White has any objective advantage here, but okay, I was just happy to get an interesting position. And so, yeah, knight a5 was the first kind of interesting moment. Knight a5 on move 10. Or sorry, move 11. Because also black can just play normally with bishop e7 or bishop c5, something like that. I was actually expecting bishop e7, and I guess I just continue knight f3 or castle, and maybe the idea to play f5 somewhere. I wasn't sure exactly.
Maybe a3, no?
Yeah, just to keep.
I thought you can play a3 to keep a bishop. I don't know.
But at the moment, you don't threaten knight a5 anyway, because knight d4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, it was just one way to play, and here I think bishop d5 is the only move to keep chances. If I lose my bishop, then I don't have anything. And maybe bishop e7 wasn't the most accurate, but I'm not sure. There was a move like rook c8 I was considering. Just with the idea to play queen c7 and attack on c2. And yeah, I wasn't totally sure if I'm better here. But yeah, maybe I think it seems a bit better for White. I mean, in the game. But it might not be so much. It's just a bit unpleasant for Black because the knight on b7 is very misplaced. So maybe knight a5 was a mistake, because after that I'll move on. Yeah. Maybe it was a mistake.
You could go through d8, yeah.
Like this.
Queen of 2, bishop c5, I guess would do.
Bishop c5.
Yeah. And well, there's probably nothing like a3 like in the game. Though again, White probably has some slight edge, but maybe not so much.
And later on?
Yeah, here I could play c3. I spent a long time calculating it, because it's very critical, of course. Knight b3 is forced. b4, I think knight a1. Queen d4, I think, is a critical move. He has to take.
Okay.
And I think
a5?
No, a5, I think b3 is very strong.
b3, yeah. Oh.
Because then I don't see how you save the knight.
But if I take bishop b2, take on b3,
no, I thought
and
better.
castle, why?
Maybe not. But
Like
yeah,
this?
maybe I'm not better at all.
Yeah, take, and castle.
Yeah, maybe it's something.
To block a5, no?
I was actually thinking d6 instead of a5 is also.
d6, yeah.
Which moment?
Instead of a5 on move 22, I think. No, not in the game. In the variation. Yeah, d6 here. And then e5 next frees. I guess it all gets about equal. I mean, I played bishop e3, e5, rook a1, e4, bishop d4. 2 pawns, but I don't think it's anything serious. So that's why I avoided it.
You prefer not to play this?
Yeah.
No, here it says bishop c5, maybe castle. I spent all the time on castle. I wanted to make it work. Knight takes d4. Bishop c5. Bishop e3. Knight c6. Rook a4, I think, is the only move. And rook f3. f8.
No, it's black's move.
Black's move.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If c3, rook a b8. I just want to play for compensation. But after rook f8, I thought knight f5 is strong. Yeah. No, move earlier instead of c3. Yeah.
Knight f5.
Knight f5. Take on e3. Take. Queen b2. Knight c4. Queen b5. Otherwise, knight b6. Rook fa1.
Can I play other rook to a1 maybe? Rook 4a1?
You can, but you think it's better.
No, I just want to. You play
Rook
c8. Yeah.
cb8 anyway.
Yeah, it's well, it doesn't.
Rook, I think it's better to double.
Yeah, it's better to double.
Rook cb8, and here unfortunately knight d6 is stronger. e5, I mean, e5 is strong. Knight b6 doesn't work because queen b1 and then knight b4.
e5.
No,
It's
e5.
again
Yeah, it looks very unpleasant.
Looks like
Maybe you can hold it.
very difficult to see how. You play h3, king h2 and start
Yeah.
getting the knight d6, etc. f5.
Yeah, there's no ideas for blacks.
Right.
So the game it was bishop c5, yes.
Yeah. No, I think black has to play f6, otherwise queen g3 comes in.
Yeah.
But here, I think this is a strong idea, is b4. Taking b4. He has to take, and rook b1, and the threat is just c3. It's kind of nice, 2 pins, and I win the bishop. So only 2 moves, or queen d6 or queen c5. Yeah, queen d6 was actually, I was looking at it a bit more than queen c5. But here I think e5 is very
E5?
strong. Taking, I think, and knight takes. Rook f8, bishop f4, I think is best. And the problem for black is g5. I have this queen f3. F g5.
And g5,
Attacking on a8.
It's simply bad.
Yeah, it just loses for black. So,
c5.
so black is forced to go to the endgame, which 94, which is of course very bad. I just win a pawn by force. I don't know if we played so accurately here, but okay.
Maybe I will show the game and you tell me the moment where I stop. Let's see.
No, it's hard to say because
Yeah, every moment there was.
every moment a lot of choice, but very difficult ending. Probably lost. Yeah, I have this already.
Let's go down.
Maybe I could play more accurately here, but it looked kind of normal what I did, but I felt like there was something a bit cleaner.
Just there was a moment when you played c5.
Yeah, king
here,
c5
maybe-
was possible. I thought the king
King c5, I
c5.
was worried about knight g4.
For maybe knight b6, king b6, no?
But 93 then, that's the problem.
Ah, yeah.
That is here.
Yeah. No, h3 you play.
Yeah, but then 93.
G3, knight c2, yeah? Is that what I wanted to do?
Yeah, knight c2 and then a4. I think.
Yeah, is that what I wanted to do?
I didn't see the, this was the problem. And I didn't see the clear move instead of c5. Because, I mean, I was looking at something like h3,
H3 you can play.
but then I thought knight g6 for first
Bishop
kings,
c-
and then knight h4. Yeah, knight g6 here. I wasn't so sure because maybe I have something. I was trying to see if I can just play king c5 and sacrifice a pawn, but it's not so easy.
Because black knight is jumping.
Yeah.
So he tries to get the pawns. So
I don't know where black could play better.
I don't know actually. Just the computer gives equal evaluation here at that moment.
Equal?
Yes, I'm not quite sure. Maybe the commentators can help us a little bit with some advice.
I have no idea.
No one has any idea. But Boris, what did you think?
Actually, 56 king, knight d6 instead of knight d6, king d6, and for some strange reason it's a draw.
Knight
Really
king
get
d6.
the point, yeah, king g6.
And if I play g4?
Yeah, g4 somehow he manages to catch. G3. Still I'm not quite sure. Okay, he takes h5, g3. Knight d3, okay, still I'm not sure.
King f4. No king f4.
There's no square maybe.
Some.
King f3 and what?
Knight f5, I guess.
King f4.
No, first here king g5.
Oh, and
Some.
what?
I was lost.
Still.
But you have a
King,
very good shot.
Still cannot believe.
knight e3.
Knight e3. King f3, knight f5. King f4, knight h6, and stops it from h6. Just
Oh.
King g5.
King g5 it's
But no.
so you don't need
Just
squares on these diagonals, it's just stopping from g8 and f5.
Yeah, maybe it's a draw. But very difficult to find all this, of course.
After so many hours of play, also.
I think in general, even if you haven't played at all.
It's hard to believe why it was stopped.
Okay. Do we have some questions? Есть ли вопросы? Пожалуйста.
Я хочу спросить Бориса Гельфанда, не считает ли он справедливым то, что он, участник матча за звание чемпиона мира, начинает новый цикл с Гран-при, хотя было бы логично, как это было в предыдущие годы, чтобы он сразу попадал на матчи претендентов?
Ну, в этом цикле я и попадаю в матчи, в турнир претендентов, а сейчас идет отбор к следующему циклу.
Нет, ну вы только добиваетесь права попасть на матчи претендентов.
Нет, это следующего розыгрыша. В этом розыгрыше это право все-таки есть.
Все равно вы это имеете право?
Все-таки, как ни странно, да.
А в таком случае вы принимаете участие в Гран-при просто, ну, скажем так, исторических соображений?
Нет, ну это сильные турниры, и это отбор уже к следующему розыгрышу. Все-таки нет гарантии, что удастся выиграть турнир претендентов.
Спасибо.
Я просто напомню, что в марте 2013 года пройдут кандидатские матчи, и Борис Гельфанд уже в них попал. А вот в 2014 следующий, вот, собственно, за это идет борьба. То есть это разные годы будут. Спасибо. И как бы такой последний вопрос участникам. The last question to both players is what do they do normally during these days in Grand Prix? Do they have time to follow some news, and do they follow also Women World Championship, which is taking place now in Khanty-Mansiysk?
Actually, there hasn't been much time to do much besides prepare for the games. But yeah, I just check the chess news every day, but there isn't a whole lot of time in general.
And do you have some favorite in this World Championship? Player?
Not really.
Okay, Boris, do you have some time to watch the games of women also?
Ну так, немножко просмотрю. А кто сегодня выиграл-то?
Ушедня попала.
Ушедня.
Да, теперь Стефан Ушедня.
Понятно.
Ну как вы думаете, кто победит?
Ой, я
в
не
финале?
знаю.
Спасибо. Есть ли еще вопросы? Вопросов больше нет, поэтому мы заканчиваем пресс-конференцию на сегодняшний день. Спасибо за внимание.
Спасибо.
Спасибо, что пришли.
Да.